What is going on, everybody? Harrison George here. And for the last 100 years, banks have been playing a very different game than the rest of us. So let me kind of walk you through what I've learned over the last year or so as my family's purchased a bank and kind of go over how some of the information that I've known about banks is incomplete. So as you guys know, I've spent my entire loan officer career helping families get into homes and helping people get loans. But recently, a lot of things have changed over here at CMG. I've kind of been able to step behind the curtain into the banking side, and I've realized that most people are kind of playing a completely different game or see banks playing a completely different game, and they don't fully understand this. A lot of what Chris Noggle and his team teach you is how banks do it, but kind of wanted to look more into the differences between how an individual is going through life playing the game that they've been told to play and looking more at how banks can play their games. Not that it's a bad thing, but how you guys can learn from it and be able to take that information and grow your financial future. I think a lot of people don't really realize how banks operate. They hear this thing called fractional banking and oh, banks can just lend this out and they borrow this and that. It's pretty simple at the end of the day how banks actually make money. And to be honest with you, maybe even a year and a half or 2 years ago, maybe even less than that, I didn't even understand how banks made money. Well, yes, I did, but I didn't understand the intricacies as much as I do now. And I bet you in 12 months from now, I'm going to look back at today and say, gosh, I don't think I understood a single thing about banks. And that's the cool thing is there is so much information to learn and it is so much more different than I have ever thought. And maybe it's just the bank that we purchased and the exposure that I've been fortunate to see. But realistically, I've never seen a group of individuals really care about the consumer, the individual, the person, more than the people that I've been working with over the course of the last 12 months. Now, you can say that some of these really, really big banks may not have that, and we're hearing that from time to time. I'm just going to be able to tell you from my user experience. So to kind of keep it in the same lingo of everything that we've talked about in the all-in-one and loan world is kind of like this. The deposits are the fuel for the bank. Lending that money is going to be kind of like that engine that needs that fuel. We need to be able to receive deposits to lend out money. The difference in terms of what we're lending that money out at and what we're paying is going to be something called spread, which is really going to be profit or the net interest margin. We can get into all of that later. But the most important thing above deposits and lending and the net interest margin is really going to be the relationship that we build with individuals. In many instances, your relationship, I mean, if I talk from my own perspective, the relationship that I have has not been that great. I've gone in there and haven't really had much of an experience for any reason, especially if I've needed something. It felt like I was just always put on the back burner. And if I can say one thing that we really do care about is we really want to find a solution. The answer is never just no with us. It's going to be, this is why it isn't, and here's how it can be. And I know that you're going to continue to see that from us. A lot of the culture that we have here at CMG is going to be over at Bank CMG. We're going to be building new and creative all-in-one concepts and tools. As you can already tell, we have that all-in-one bank statement loan, which in my opinion is one of the best qualifying measures that we have on that all-in-one as of right now. It's just so innovative. We're talking about different kinds of integrated banking and lending and rethinking how and where your money sits. Most people don't realize that their money in their checking account is earning them essentially nothing. So over the course of the next couple of months, I've been really excited to introduce you guys to what I'm learning, and I may not get everything right, and I hope that's okay. I hope most of you guys are going to be telling me in the comments that I've done something wrong, and that's great. I'm really excited to hear about that. As we continue to change and as we continue to grow both in service and experience and software and products, that we're going to be able to show you guys all of these different things. So we really look forward to going about this with you guys. We've been fortunate enough to be able to talk about where we're expanding and what we're expanding into and the things that we're excited about. But at the end of the day, just like I've always said in every single video, reach out to us. If you have a question or a concern or an idea or even a, hey, does this work for my scenario? We will look at everything. We're super interested in taking a look in your scenario. We'd love the opportunity to be able to bank you guys. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you soon.